Hey there, friends. I'm seeing a reoccurring pattern with the DC Extended Universe films. The pattern is a movie gets announced, we all get excited. All of us. We get excited. We see trailers, we all get excited. The movie comes out, it gets very mixed reviews. After it comes out, there's all these rumors going on. Okay, and specifically I'm talking about Batman v Superman and Suicide Squad, which came out this year. I'm gonna try my best to do this video without comparing DC Extended Universe to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So basically, I'm scared that the DC Extended Universe, Warner Brothers, DC in general, that they don't know what the fuck they're doing. And there's a lot of evidence of this. For starters, we know the DC Extended Universe as it is right now is Man of Steel, which came out in 2013, Batman v Superman, which came out this year, and Suicide Squad, which came out this year. That's the DC Extended Universe that we know. However, that wasn't the original plan for the DC Extended Universe. The DC Extended Universe was supposed to start with Green Lantern. I want you to really think about that for a second. The first movie that was supposed to kick off the DC universe was the Green Lantern movie with Ryan Reynolds. Most people don't know that. Probably the reason most people don't know that is because DC, when they released Green Lantern, that movie was not well received, and it was supposed to be the first movie to start off the DC Extended Universe. So another thing people don't think about or don't know about is because Green Lantern failed so epically hard, when Man of Steel was coming out, Man of Steel was made as its own movie, like its own, like, hey, Zack Snyder, worry about just making a good Man of Steel movie. And what DC was basically doing was, because Green Lantern fucking failed, they were like, hey, let's not count our chickens before they hatch, so let's go ahead and just do a Man of Steel movie and let's see how it goes. So Man of Steel comes out. Man of Steel did better. It still was a movie where people loved it and hated it. I think it was like half and half. It wasn't as bad as what we've been seeing lately with DC, but it was enough where DC was like, okay, now we're going to start the extended universe. So DC waited to see how Man of Steel did. They didn't really have faith in Man of Steel, because if they had faith in Man of Steel, like, just think about it. The Easter eggs that were in the Man of Steel movie were afterthoughts. Like the LexCorp trucks that were in the movie, the logos weren't the same as the LexCorp logos were in Batman v Superman. The only thing that was the same was the Wayne logos, but there is like no Easter egg other than those two things. Like, there's nothing that links to another character anywhere, like, at all. And it's because DC was they were just going to wait and see. So when it did well, okay, to put this into perspective for you, think about this. The movie came out June 14th of 2013. That's when Man of Steel came out. Man of Steel, the movie that they weren't sure about, they didn't know if it was enough to make a universe out of, came out June 14th, 2013. In July, for Comic-Con in that same year, so we're talking about only a month later, they show us the Batman v Superman logo with a quote, and that's it. That's all there was.
And this was gonna be the end of the Warner Brothers program, and they handed me a quick sheet of paper, and they handed me a quick sheet of paper, and they handed me a quick sheet of paper that says, as Q&A wraps, please intro Zack Snyder to the stage.
That it is official that we are gonna make another Superman movie. I can say that maybe there's a single element that's in the film, that will be in the film, that we could, I don't know, that I sort of poured through the DC universe to look for a way to tell this thing. I came across a thing that feel like,
And then And that was your Batman v Superman announcement. But it wasn't even called Batman v Superman. It was literally that. You want to know why? Because they had no fucking idea what they were doing. They only decided within a month that they were going to pursue another movie. Anyway, that's how the DC Extended Universe started. So now that we got that behind us. So Batman v Superman comes out this year. What happens? It comes out. It is hyped. It is hyped, man. People are like, this movie's gonna fucking destroy. It's gonna be great. It's Batman versus Superman. First time these two very well-known, famous characters are gonna meet for the first time ever. The movie comes out. It gets destroyed in reviews, right? The same weekend it comes out, Zack Snyder leaks a scene. We start hearing that the movie had a huge edit that was done. And the first edit of the movie was like 4 hours long and should have been rated R. And then we keep hearing about this Ultimate Edition. In fact, we were hearing about the Ultimate Edition before the movie even came out. We're basically being told, hey guys, look, here's the movie. By the way, here's a deleted scene we didn't leave in the movie that was kind of important. And by the way, we are going to be releasing an Ultimate Edition, which adds like another 30 minutes to the movie. Hey, that wasn't cool. Why'd you just do that to me? Why'd you just do that to the fans? Why did you just admit the weekend that the movie comes out that you cut out a bunch of shit and the better version of the movie is going to come out on Blu-ray? And lo and behold, the movie has a historic drop in sales the next weekend. So that was Batman v Superman, which, by the way, quick review on the Ultimate Edition of Batman v Superman. It just doesn't, any problems you have with the movie, the Ultimate Edition really doesn't fix. It just explains a little bit more why characters were where they were and why Superman was the way he was. But there's nothing that, in my opinion, improved the movie. I still like the movie. I wanted to love the movie, and it's when I watched the movie with the Ultimate Edition, I actually found myself being just kind of like wandering because a lot of action doesn't happen in that movie. But anyway, that is our second film in the DCEU, and this one was actually, I guess, somewhat planned. I'm not sure if you can call it planned. Anyway, moving on to Suicide Squad, which just came out this weekend. Suicide Squad, again, hit with a bunch of mixed reviews. What's happening now that the movie's been out is Jared Leto is pissed off. He's saying that there was a lot of Joker scenes that were cut from the movie. Enough, he claims, to make an entire Joker movie. We hear that the movie's tone was changed. In fact, shortly after the reviews of Batman v Superman, we were told they were doing reshoots for Suicide Squad, which reshoots is not a crazy thing. All movies have reshoots to some degree. There was a lot of claims that the movie was trying to be more lighthearted because it was too dark, and the Batman v Superman complaints was that the movie was too dark and not fun enough. So the reshoots for Suicide Squad were to make it more fun. Other reports say that it was not to make it more fun, it was to add more action. Either way, it seems that DC kind of had a knee-jerk reaction to Batman v Superman having poor reviews and felt the need to immediately add things in. It stands that the same shit that they said happened to Batman v Superman, that the movie was one way and then got edited and cut down, and that there's a better version of it, is the same thing they're saying about Suicide Squad. This has me concerned because we saw Man of Steel, which was the movie that was not meant to be anything other than a Superman movie, did better than Batman v Superman and Suicide Squad, which these are the movies that were supposed to expand the universe. I don't see how the DC Extended Universe, like, what their plan is. I don't understand their plan because they're fucking up with their really, really good characters that people know, that are well known, and I don't know why. And I don't know why every movie since Man of Steel has some kind of director's cut or special edition or has things edited out, or it just seems like they're trying to manufacture something, and it's showing because people are not reacting to it. I don't know, man. It's just, if the studio doesn't start making money off these movies, what reason would Warner Brothers have to continue making movies? Like, okay, they just announced that there's going to be a Man of Steel 2 movie. You know, like, okay, Man of Steel 2. Alright, Man of Steel 2. That should have been like, hey, fuck yeah, let me get my shit together. Let me get ready for this. I can't wait for Man of Steel 2. I'm kind of like, oh, Man of Steel 2, alright. Well, I just saw Superman die. It's just DC's gotta get their fucking shit together, bro. How the fuck do you get Batman and Superman to fight each other? And the movie is not a fucking blockbuster. This is these fucking decisions that they're making. And we got Wonder Woman coming next year, which the trailer looks promising, but the trailer looks promising for all their movies. Fucking Jared Leto's all butthurt. Jared Leto's all butthurt that, oh, motherfucker was method acting apparently for 3 months and they only put him in the movie for 10 fucking minutes. Meanwhile, Margot Robbie and Deadshot, Margot Robbie and Will Smith, who were not method acting, did fine and were in the movie more. But Buddy is there sending people to use condoms and he's in the movie for 10 minutes. And you know what the fucking sad thing is? The other really sad thing is that DC is using some of their best storylines and just fucking them into the ground. Batman v Superman had the death of Superman, which is a very important story, just tacked on at the end of the movie. They had The Dark Knight Returns tacked on as a way to get them to fight each other. That whole scene is from Dark Knight Returns when, you know, I guess you can loosely say it is Dark Knight Returns. So they fucked up that story. And the Joker and Harley story that's in Suicide Squad, the flashback, is just that, a flashback that is told within 5 minutes. 5 to 10 minutes tops. And it's kind of like, man, you could have done a whole movie with just that story. And it's just, I feel like DC is just trying to pump as much things as they can into one movie when, you know, I get that. But you know what other movie did that? Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Yes, Parker. Surveillance. We have plans for the world.
So anyway, that's the current state of the DC Extended Universe. It's not looking too great right now. Suicide Squad gave a slight glimmer of hope. Slight. Very fucking slight. But hopefully when we get the new DC movies next year, it'll be a little bit better. Goodbye, you guys.